Every once in a generation, boxing gives birth to a talent that exceeds the norm.
Take him on the mitts. I said, well, I accused him of having rocks in his gloves.
Now facing one of this era's hottest pound-for-pounders comes the question: has the boxing legend still got it left in the tank to dethrone welterweight's new king? Or is it still a case of out with the old and in with the new? A night that'll bring the boxing world to its feet as two generations collide in one of the most exhilarating fights of the year.
It'd be my honor to fight him next.
Is that the fight you want next, Manny?
Yeah, why not?
So we ask kindly, get ready and subscribe swiftly before we preview the upcoming clash between Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao and Errol the Truth Spence.
This seems like it could be a matter of time, and you know what? That's enough.
With the familiar proverb of boxing being a young man's sport, it takes a complete outlier and exceptional talent to defy nature's hand. And in the sport of boxing, one man seems to be doing this over and over again.
Pacquiao putting the pressure on. Uppercut again, and he puts him down again.
Dominant force still at the age of 39.
Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, one of the most loved fighters of all time, and one that often pulled off the unthinkable.
That's a pretty big guy you just beat up. We keep wondering when there's going to be a guy who's just too big for you.
From those legendary wars with Marquez, up until the nights he overcame what was deemed mission impossible for a man of his stature against the likes of De La Hoya and Cotto.
I mean, he beat the hell out of me. But I'm glad he did, because it made me retire.
Manny has managed to become the king of upsets, proving critics wrong, whilst tearing through 8 weight divisions, conquering boxing's elite. And even up today, at 42 years of age, he still remains somewhat active, defeating prime fighters that carry all the physical advantages on their side as well as youth.
The electrifying speed. Yes, you just cannot believe how fast he is.
He closes the distance so fast, all the time.
Champion of the world, Manny.
I'm waiting for you to slow down. It's not happening. What's going on here?
Boxing is my passion, and I love to continue my journey.
In his last 3 bouts, we've seen him display clinical performances against Matisse, Broner, and even one-time Keith Thurman.
I just believe the hourglass is almost finished. He doesn't have much left.
Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch.
Oh, good right uppercut by Manny.
But the question still remains to linger. How much has the Filipino got left? How long can he hold back the hands of time? And has his love for the sport misled him, taking it to a step too far in facing one of boxing's most dangerous champions?
Numbers going up, just like Candy Crush.
Reigning as the current unified welterweight champion, Errol Spence Jr. is proving to be one of the division's most dominant champions. In rating 6th on the pound-for-pound list, he's gradually solidifying himself towards greatness.
Long been talked about as the boogeyman of this division.
Errol Spence staked his pound-for-pound claim a couple Saturdays ago. He moved himself from a top 10 kind of guy into the top 5.
Not to mention his competitive sparring sessions with Floyd Mayweather that spoke volumes also.
I told you the guy was pushing me. He was giving me that good work. I said, no, this is what I need. This kind of work I need. A young guy that's gonna push me.
But with no sign of a matchup with Crawford happening anytime soon, his collision on August 21st against Pacquiao will be the next best thing for fight fans, and viewing his latest performance against Danny Garcia seems not even a life-threatening accident can stop his pursuit.
I feel like this is a second chance for me, and you know I can't let it go.
Also carrying a stacked resume, Spence's fight history doesn't seem to be shy of high-level opposition over the past few years either, kickstarting his stardom with a career-defining win over Kell Brook back in 2017.
I'm knocking you out. I promise. I promise you're gonna be a man down. I promise he's gonna be a man.
It's a good start from Brook. Kell Brook found his range quite early and having some good success here.
Showing some vulnerability over the bout did make us wonder if it was too soon for the young Texan. But it was the long, rangy style of Spence that got to Brook over the long haul. And topped off by heavy hands, his next 3 fights proved even more convincing.
I'm gonna knock you out, though.
That's not how you're supposed to.
I am gonna knock you out, though.
You sure?
I promise you that. I promise you.
Come get it.
You know I'm coming.
Come get it.
Coming.
But it was the following bout after a unification showdown against Showtime Sean Porter that brought out the best in Errol, as he was dragged into an all-out dogfight in his toughest fight to date.
Sean Porter can make life difficult for you. Big left by Porter. 1 minute remaining and long punch right there, and he got caught right on the chin.
IBF welterweight unified champion of the world, Errol Spence Jr.
Judging both men of today, it's still hard to see Manny coming out on top against this prime version of Spence. However, still proving to have a spring left in his step, it wouldn't be surprising if he gave Errol one of his toughest nights' work yet.
If the Pac-Man had showed up against Thurman, that's a dangerous Pacquiao.
If Spence can time him and pressure him, I think Spence has a great shot.
Yeah.
But Pacquiao is Pacquiao, you know?
Both standing from a southpaw stance, Pacquiao has the better and quicker feet, but Errol's sheer height and reach advantage puts him inches above Manny, adding to the list of endless reasons why he stands the clear favorite.
He's fighting a solid, big, huge welterweight. Manny's doing what Manny does. He's taking a huge challenge here, a huge risk.
But with anything being possible in boxing, Pac-Man's fast hand speed and combinations could certainly beat Errol to the punch. And with 71 pro bouts to his name, Manny has certainly seen and experienced everything there is.
Those punches from odd angles.
With every welterweight wanting a slice of the Pac-Man pie, it seems most still overlook and undermine his current ability, and all just to get that legendary name on their record.
He held his composure well, he held his hands up well, and he's just a more relaxed fighter with all the experience that he's had nowadays.
You know, I came in top shape, he came in top shape. I think what killed me was his speedness. I didn't think he was that fast.
Without a doubt, Errol will not make the same mistake after failing to finish a smaller opponent in Mikey Garcia.
Show that, you know, I have a jab, a 1-2, my boxing IQ is high, and I have a lot of different things that I bring to the table except just, you know, pure brute strength.
And although Pacquiao has not fought since July 2019, he's always been known for bringing a bag of tricks to every fight, even during his twilight stage of his career.
Pacquiao looked like threw a right and left hand at the same time, like clap, clap.
If Errol loses, it would set him back dearly. But on the other hand, if Manny were to lose, it would still be a win-win, as he will most likely ride off into the sunset after receiving a hefty retirement payday.
Back to the Philippines, back to work.
But whether it's on the cards for the Filipino is something we won't know until afterwards, when the boxing hero attempts to prove immortality once more, and when a young, hungry lion vows to be unbeatable.